Hi, have a good day. I hope my videos are to your liking and it is relevant to your life. The main idea here I want to clarify is that many of you may not have a perception or to think about many things as you are all very busy. And in my life, as I told you, my name is Sheila and I am a trainer, language trainer, and I have done interpretation of law books and taught, I have qualification and taught dyslexia children, and at present doing online coaching for students for TOEFL, GRE, GMAT, and also language, English language. And with all this, on my qualification and my experience, I have found many of you are not having that clarity which is required. That is the reason why I have come out with this, so that I can reach maximum number of people and help them to live life better, much more easier and comfortable in this decade or in this life of yours. If you like my video, at the outset I would like to request you to subscribe, share and comment a positive comment which will encourage me, even thumbs up, so that I will know that I am going in the right direction. Let me start the whole talk with a story so that you understand it better. Panchatantra stories are the stories which you may think only small children, or it may be only for small children. No, it is not so. Even for adult, it is very much relevant in today's world. I find many boys and girls in their 20s are not so much aware of so many things that are around them. Subtlety. Subtlety means which happens without not very obvious. Such a thing which they are not able to discern and find out from people. They have uh, contact with wrong groups or wrong people. As such, they get into problems. And here I want to tell you a story. I start with a story and then I will explain to you what is the idea behind this story or what I want to tell. See, there was a partridge. Partridge is a small bird which you would have seen everywhere. It's a small type of bird, and a rabbit. Partridge was living in a tree and he had his nest. After some time, he flew away in search of food. Then, rabbit comes in and takes over. When rabbit comes and takes over, and this bird comes back after some time and finds her nest is occupied, so she goes and asks the rabbit to vacate, or says that you leave, I want to stay here, it is mine, I was there before, it is my place. Then rabbit and this partridge starts an argument and both of them keep arguing. After some time they feel they should go to a judge and settle the matter. They cross many rivers and countries and they come to a place where there is a bank and they find a tomcat praying loudly. Both of them assume this is the judge, so they wanted to ask judgment. They go near the uh, tomcat. First they are hesitant, then slowly they go near. And the tomcat also prays loud because he sees these two coming, he pretends. And when they go near and they want to tell their problem and ask for solution, when they go near, to their dismay, the tomcat just fringes that he has not heard their talk, asks the cat to come much nearer. Ask the rabbit and the partridge to come nearer. These two things are so gullible and naive, they go very near to the tomcat. He immediately pounces on them and eats them. This is the story. But what this story conveys: never trust a stranger, one. Second thing here, what it conveys is you have to preserve your own things, your own property, even a small bit of thing. There are chances the smart one will pick it up from you. One lesson you have learned from this. Because the partridge lives without any, protection, or she has not kept anything, any other bird there, or she has left. This is just an imagination. But when you come to the adulthood or human beings, if you leave your property or your thing, whatever small thing it may be, somebody may be snatching it. In small stage, you will be, may find in your school stage, you would have come across boy or girl, when you get a small nice rubber, somebody snatches from your hand. This is the human nature. Then you go on fighting it and solving the problem. Prevention is better than cure. It is better to take care of your property, your things, and I have found many of my students are not so. They have given it to their parents and they are very comfortably relaxing or basking on it. Some are like they're very careful, some are not. They give it to their brothers, they give it to somebody, siblings or parents, and relax their life. It is not relaxing, mind you. You have to do double work, or to your dismay, everything may be snatched from your hand one fine day and you may not get it back. At that time, running around and trying to correct things is very tough. So it is better that you take charge of situation. See, you need not be negative in life, but you have to be very critical. That is very important. You have to understand the society, that all are not same. If you are good does not mean the opposite person has to be good. If you are not snatching does not mean that opposite person should not snatch it from you. In today's world, or even the world much earlier, if you are not careful, people do take it from you, even starting from a small rubber, anything. They will pick it up from you. And if they find that you are not taking account of things and you are not careful, all the more they have a field day. So, this attitude is not good. You are an adult, you are above 18 years, you should start taking charge of your situation, your life. You have to be meticulous and you should keep things in such a nice arranged manner that you know and you can count on things. If you keep things organized, what happens is not only you have control over things, your mind also comes under your control and you are command of your situation. Even what bit you earn is yours and you are the one, and you should not allow anybody to encroach on it. If you leave it that way, anybody will encroach. It is very understandable. Or I have found many people telling the other person to handle their financial problem, saying that they can't handle themselves. So you are giving them the free hand to do what they want. Slowly they may snatch little bit, then they may be encouraged. Then greed stops no one. Then they may take the whole of yours and say you are not given anything. It has happened to parents. Children have told them that they have not given anything to them. See, listen, I've been parents, you can just imagine. With parents, children do this. So, young or old, this is very applicable that you have to monitor what you have. Keep it organized and monitor. It is very important. And only when you do that, you will find that your life will be much more organized and you will have energy to do better things in life. And prevention is better than cure, as the saying goes. You need not try to fight, or you need not leave it on the day you are going to fight for it. The attitude many have seen, let the day come, I will see. No. Certain things should be prevention better than cure, because that day running is going to be very tedious and unnecessary waste of energy. and time on something which you could have little care would have saved you 9. Because I want you to tell it is this story, and also give across that it is very important to look after your things. It can be rubber, it can be pencil, it can be pen, it can be property, all the more. So you have to take care. And another one, don't allow anybody to encroach on your property or your things. Slowly they will start requesting, talking, coming in, and one day, fine day, they will take over, and after that, they are the master of your life. Please don't allow that. First, subtly put them across and tell them across that this far, no further, it is better is doing today than doing it when it is too late in life. And you have to trust yourself and your hand, your faculty. If they are good, you have to look after them, and spending some little bit time on it is not a big deal. Please do spend time and check, which is a question of your life and your comfort. Please check it and monitor it, organize it, which is very important. Don't go behind people issues, environment issues. Like Buddha told, nothing will be of importance unless until it gets your response. You don't respond to it. Human beings you can't change, environment you can't change, but you can change yourself. But unnecessarily people dwell into all this and leave what is very vital for them. Their property, their money, their things are very, very important. You have to take care. You cannot delegate that to anybody else, even though they are your kith and kin. Never know. One fine day you may not have anything and you'll be stranded on the road. This is not threatening, this is just an imagination. Like Chanakya, he used to foresee many things much before it came. And he had many backups. Like that, you have to be wise. So wisdom takes you far in life, more than intelligence. I hope you like this video of mine and this talk. Please give thumbs up if you are happy, and I will come with many of these type of videos and for your knowledge, awareness and contemplation. Thank you. See you in the next video.